Okay, let's solve another problem using the quadratic formula. This time, and this will be your reward for actually watching the video, I'm going to solve the first problem on your assignment for you, right in front of you, so you'll get the answer. All right, so let's take a look. These ones on this assignment are already set to 0. So m squared minus 5m minus 14 equals 0. Because remember, we always set them to 0 in order to get the answer we want, because we're looking for the zeros. All right, let's go ahead and label these A, B, and C. And we're going to put them in the quadratic equation. So negative times the quantity, negative 5, plus and minus the square root of negative 5 squared minus 4 times the quantity of 1, because A is 1, times negative 14, because C is negative 14, and that all goes over 2 times the quantity of 1, because A is 1. Remember, there's always a 1 before that variable. Don't forget that. A lot of you keep forgetting that. Stop forgetting that. There's a 1 there. All right. So negative 5 is going to turn into 5, positive 5, plus and minus the square root of 25. And then 4 times negative 14 ends up being, ooh, look at me. I'm going to use a calculator because that's what you do. I'm going to go 4, what did I say it was? 4 times 14. Oops. 56. So 25. That negative becomes a positive because negative times negative is a positive. 25 plus 56 over 2, because 2 times 1 is 2. So let's look at what 56 plus 25 is. Oh, we get a perfect square. Check this out. We're going to get 5 plus and minus the square root of 81, because 25 plus 56 was 81, all over 2. So that allows us to do some pretty cool stuff, because the square root of 81 we know is a perfect square. The square root of 81 is 9, right? 9 times 9 is 81. So we get 5 plus and minus the square root of, actually there is no, watch this. So it's no longer the square root. You're going to get 5, our two answers, 5 plus 9 over 2. And then we're going to have 5 minus 9 over 2. That's what that plus and minus means, is that we're just doing each. We're doing a plus and we're doing a minus. So 5 plus 9 over 2 is the same as 14 over 2, which equals 7. And 5 minus 9 is the same as negative 4 over 2, which is negative 2. That means that our answer for this, we have 2, it is going to be 7, negative 2. That's where our zeros are on this parabola. See, that one was super duper easy because it had a perfect square in it. We love perfect squares. Let's do another one. Actually, I can just leave the camera rolling while we do this. All right. Let's do another one of these. I'm going to give you one where they throw you a little bit of curveball in the assignment, but it's not as bad of a curveball as you might think it is. All right. What if they were like, they didn't leave a 0 in there? So we had like 4b squared plus 8b plus 7 equals 4. Oh, why'd they do that to us? Now we have to figure something out, because we have to make this side equal to 0. If you don't make this side equal to 0, this won't work. You haven't solved the equation. Well, that's pretty easy. We want to make that 0, we just subtract 4 from both sides. Subtract 4. And look, you can subtract 4 from 7, so you're going to get 4b squared plus 8b plus 3 equals 0. Easy peasy. Now we can solve it. And so we just go ahead and enter these in. A, B, C, and we're going to have negative 8 plus and minus square root of 8 squared minus 4 times the quantity of 4 times quantity of C. Oh, that was 3. 4 times 3 over 2 times 4, because A is 4. And that's gonna turn into negative 8 plus or minus square root of 8 times 8 is 64. Do I remember that off the top of my head? Maybe, but I better go check. When in doubt, open a calculator. Look who remembers his timetables. This guy. All right, 64 minus 4 times 4 is 16 times 3. And 16 times 3 is 48. 64 minus 48 over 2 times 4 is 8. Cool. Now we go, I could probably go negative 8 plus minus square root of what's 64 minus 48? 64 minus 48, 16. 8 plus minus square root of 16 over 8. We have to see if there's anywhere that we can simplify things. Let's worry about that in a minute. All right, so then we go square root of 16, super duper easy, is 4. So 8, negative 8 plus 4 over 8. And we have negative 8 minus 4 over 8. Where did I get this 4? 4 is the square root of 16, because 16 makes a perfect square. So negative 8 plus 4 over 8 is going to be negative 4 over 8, which is negative 1/2. And negative 8 minus 4 over 8 is going to be negative 12 over 8. And that's going to be, what is that going to be? Negative 12 over 8 is going to be negative 12 divided by 4 is negative 3. 8 divided by is going to be negative 3/2. So those are our two answers. We're going to have negative 1/2, negative 3/2. That's our answer for that. Remember, improper fractions are totally proper because this is algebra. We're fine with fractions.